Hi there, Diane from Pixiebell here. I wanted to show you the front post double crochet cluster. I use this stitch in my monarch patterns, the oversized monarch and our spring monarch. What I've started here is a spring monarch made with a bulky yarn. This is the first round. This is a magic loop with double crochets in the loop, and it's slip stitch at the top. Before I start to crochet, I'm going to tell you that I crochet a little differently than a lot of people. I don't do a lot of the twisty motions with my hook or with my wrist because it puts a lot of tension on my wrist, and I knit and crochet every day. So I need to be able to take some of the stress off of my right hand, so I tend to use my left hand quite often to pull the loops over the hook. So it might look a little strange to you, but pay more attention to what my hook is doing and not so much to what my left hand might be doing. So to do a front post double crochet cluster, first I need to build up the height of this next round by just doing a chain stitch. And then I need to build this stitch over the post of the stitch below. So this is the double crochet below. So you're going to yarn over once, go under the post, grab your yarn, and come through. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go through 2 of those loops. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to go back underneath that post again and pull up a loop. And now you have 4. So now you're going to yarn over once and go through 2 of them. You have 3 left on the hook. You yarn over again and go through all 3 of them. And then it makes this big chunky ridge. Now the next stitch in the pattern says to put a double crochet next to the ridge. Now you can do one of 2 things. I prefer actually putting the stitch right there, underneath the V and that post that's underneath it. I like putting it right there. Other people sometimes like putting it just underneath the V. You can do either one. Doesn't really matter. I like putting it underneath all of it because it sort of seems to plump up that ridge a little bit more. So doesn't matter. Put it wherever you want, but just make sure it's consistent throughout the pattern, that that first stitch either goes right there or right there every time. So you're going to yarn over and do your double crochet, and then you come to the next one where you need to do a front post double crochet cluster. So let's do another one. You yarn over, you go under the post, you grab your yarn, and you come up. You've got 3 on your hook. You yarn over and you go through 2 of them. You've got 2 on the hook. You yarn over, you go back under the post, come back up. You've got 4 on your hook. You yarn over and you go through 2, and you yarn over and you go through all 3. And there you've got your second front post double crochet cluster. So then yarn over, let's do that. Oops. Let's do that second stitch right there. Okay, and then you yarn over. Let's do the next cluster. 1, go through 2, go back under, come back up, go through 2, go through 3. And now you have 3 of them. You're going to continue all the way around, and when you get to the end, up back over here, you're going to single crochet, not single crochet, you're going to slip stitch into the top of right here, right there, at the top of that first front post double crochet cluster. I think in the pattern I said double crochet. Technically it is a double crochet, but it's a double crochet cluster. You're going to single crochet into there to finish your round, and then you move on to your next round. I hope that helps.